And we're back, and I've got my man Tosin in the building. We saying, man, it's great to be an Arsenal fan, man. Happy to have you. Got a lot to discuss in a short time, my boy.
It's good to be back, man. It's good to be back. I love having conversations with you, bro. A real gooner.
Come on, likewise, man. Because as much as I appreciate the kind words. Fans like yourself is who I kind of do it for. That can talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Fortunately for us two, though, nothing's ugly with our football team right now, my boy. Quickly, what's your Crystal Palace thoughts, man? Don't hold back. Let me know everything in relation to that game, the Eze derby.
Yeah, the Eze derby. I mean, it was obvious that Eze was going to score. It was
It's in the
written.
stars.
It was written. But yeah, I was pleased with the Crystal Palace one. I honestly agree with Mikel's sentiment. He was talking about the match, but he was saying yeah, like for me, he said that this is a bigger win. This is a better win than Atletico. Now, obviously, we know stylistically.
I think he said it's the best one of our season as well. I'll ask you on that in a moment.
And the thing is, bro, you'd have to agree with him.
What if he said it was the biggest game, like biggest victory we've had so far?
In terms of importance of the victory, yeah, you 100, bro.
All right, let me throw one in there then. Bearing in mind, hold your thought, yeah.
Go on.
Newcastle away then. Because we were saying this. If this is what I'm saying, so
okay, because actually it's true.
Your mind back to that as well.
Yeah, no, second biggest. I
hear it. See, I did because remember the Newcastle. I know we're excited. But
yeah, no, that Newcastle
that was mad.
That Newcastle one, I tell you, boy, like that was the pivotal. So you know what? No. Second most important win, but it was a huge win.
100%.
It's one of them ones where people are, our performance always needs to improve. And I'm gonna keep saying it, and I'm gonna keep saying it again. The team has not fully clicked yet.
People don't get this.
Let's just get this. We are missing Martin Odegaard, who was probably balling out, probably offensively the best. Look at his games against West Ham. Look at his games against Olympiacos. Look at his impact against Newcastle. We're missing him. Hello. Saka's still getting back to full fitness. Gyökeres isn't really having the time to build relationships with people.
Still winning.
Yeah, and so I knew I could have told you for free what Crystal Palace were going to do. I could have told you for free. Glasner, he knows, man. And the thing is, we got to give credit because this is a manager who has outsmarted who's outsmarted Slot back to back.
And Pep.
This is a manager who went to the Etihad,
Europa League winner,
got beat, and he told Pep, "Yo, if you play like that against us again, we're gonna beat you." And he did in the FA Cup final. So this is a manager whose team, prior to playing us, even after playing us, they have statistically they're the best attack in the league in terms of the XG. Like you can watch that, they have the highest XG, right? They still do.
Glasgow spoke about that in the build up to the game, and he was kind of talking about like post Eze as well.
Right. So it literally was attack versus defense, right? We had the best XG numbers from a defensive point of view. But for them to do what they did there, I was just like, wow. Usually they set up in a 3-4-2-1 where the fullbacks are attacking, but that's not what we saw against Arsenal.
They sat back.
Knew we're gonna do lockdown football. Nothing's happening. Yeah, come and break us down. So, yes, I'm happy with a 1-0 win. I'm happy with a 1-0 win where we know teams are doing that type of nonsense, especially after our rivals won. Massive result. Big result. Big one. Absolutely big. So, yeah, man, I'm pleased. I'm chuffed, man. I'm chuffed.
Oh, man. Do you know what? Yeah, then I have to ask you. I'm probably going to piss you off a bit, but like you mentioned it there, you've indirectly been touching on it, that obviously like teams every week are setting up as in low blocks and mid blocks and just defensive minded. They're trying to kind of cripple Arsenal. But then, we get a lot of nonsense around dead balls and set pieces and open play. And I'm not necessarily going to ask you about that because we've spoken about that before and whatnot. Yeah, and every Arsenal fan can see it. But it feels like this week in particular, it's just in your face, day in, day out. Every outlet, every content creator and their nan, they've got an opinion on my club. They're speaking on set pieces. It's like we're guilty for winning games.
Bro, it's weird. I read an article by Tony Pulis.
I saw that just before we came online. He's fun. Yeah, he's cheeky man.
Yeah. I read it. And yeah, to be honest, bro, I feel like a broken record saying all of this sort of stuff. Set pieces.
That's why I asked you, man. It makes a change from me saying it.
They're part of the game, man. They're part of the game. When we were getting bopped left, right, and center, when teams like Stoke, like Blackburn were doing that to us, people said, Arsenal's so weak in set pieces. They can't defend. They can't do this. So now when we do that and we're improving that, and mind you, we still score goals from open play. But people seem
they're shameless. Eze's goal at the weekend and Zubamendi's volley a few weeks ago. That's counting as set piece goals we've scored or dead balls.
Yeah, supposedly.
People don't watch using their eyes, man.
Yeah, it's just funny. I don't even pay any attention to it. Like set piece FC, thank you. I'll take that. I will take that.
Wins games.
If it gets us games, of course I care about the performance. I'm not going to say here I want the team to win and win well, right? But at the same time, bro, you've got to use the weapons in your arsenal. Like you either grow with the times or you get left behind. What are the times we're living in now? Look at what's happening to Liverpool. Look at what's happening to Man City. These are the times we're living in. Teams know that people like us and Liverpool, we've got two good players, too much of an arsenal of good players. So what they're regularly doing now is, okay, we're just going to low block these guys. They're just going to side to side tappy, which is what we did last season when teams figured us out. So
and now we've added the dead balls into our game. It's just another way to get results. What do they say? Winners find a way to win.
Exactly. If anything, the only thing I'd say is I want to see more long shots. Smash the ball from outside the area. Smash them long shots or just individual dribbling. I don't mind that. If we want to go playing normal football, that's fine. That is fine, man. I don't mind. I do not mind at all. Like I want the team to play winning football, different games, different game states, different opponents. Bro, like it's just stupid what we're seeing. Are we going to start talking about Chelsea? They scored 9 goals from set pieces.
It's not cool for others, man. And big up the Arsenal Twitter dons as well. Like they've just been going around finding, archives of people that are condemning us for set pieces, but were praising them a few years ago and whatnot. For me, it's just another way of playing. And I think lightly you touched on a point here that I think might have went over a lot of people's heads. Yes, there's still question marks about Mikel Arteta playing free-flowing football and stuff. I feel kind of off. It actually in the Newcastle game and up until this point, we're less onto him about the handbrake and things like that. We're still not where we need to be, but he's learning potentially in what we kind of want to see. And you mentioned it. We've got a bunch of new players. There has been a lot of injuries, and we've been kind of onto Arteta about that. Anyways, it's not going to happen overnight. And I think that's what people don't want to talk about because obviously that's not going to get the headlines. But I did want to ask you though, like, do you actually think we play entertaining football? Like, this is purely I asked this question just within the Arsenal fan base, like. Are we entertained with what we see? This is a free hub, people. Because I think yes and no.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. It's 50-50. In moments, we do. In moments. That's my critique of us.
In moments, we play some ball,
In moments, we do, which is annoying. Like, I remember games last season, Nottingham Forest, when we beat them 3-0 at home, we balled out. I remember Sunderland. I know Sunderland 3-1, we balled out. I even remember at home against PSG, when we beat them 2-0 last season. There's games we just ball out. Even Newcastle. Newcastle's a prime example.
The first half, before the goals went in against Newcastle.
Exactly. It's a prime example. Because when the team wants to turn it on and speeding up the phases of attacking play, they do that. And then all of a sudden, they just stop. And I'm just like, bro, put your foot on his neck and keep it up. What are you doing? So it's 50-50. That's where my critique of Arteta comes. Because
that's why I said it's yes
and no. I don't mind set piece goals. I don't mind that at all. It's just at the end of the day, I want to see more from an attacking point of view. And like we said, we're still clicking, but I do want to see more because these are some issues from last season. I think we've got a lot of technicians on the pitch. So there's no reason why we can't have a lot more individual brilliance. There's no reason why we can't have a lot more quicker passing, quicker interchange, overlapping, underlapping. I think.
Which we're getting. So it's only onwards and upwards, man. Like, what does this tell us? That we haven't clicked all the way. Obviously, there'll be bigger questions because, if let's just assume we're in April, March now, where you're starting to get to semi-finals and the crunch end of the season, assuming we're still talking about what we're talking about, of course, then you are going to be a bit more harsher on Mikel Arteta about good football, maybe even isolating a lot of all of our individual attacking players and thinking, yeah, we need goals X, Y, and Z. I also want to ask you, man, we got depth. We loved Berta for this depth. We're happy about the depth. We're still bigging it up. We're still maneuvering, yeah. But are you getting worried a bit about the injuries, especially in attacking zones?
Yeah, of course, man. I wouldn't say worried, but it's just it's a nuisance. It
There's a
really
lot
is
of
a
attackers,
nuisance, man.
man. It's getting scary
There's a
now,
lot
man.
of a lot of attackers getting in, even defenders, man. Like midfield. Like, look, people, bro. The type of nonsense people talk about Arsenal. It's like we've got a lot of injuries. Like we've
We got better.
legit got a lot of
And a couple
injuries.
of our players were having to kind of patch them up to get through the game and that.
Yeah, we've legit got a lot. So I'm annoyed. Let's just say that I'm annoyed. Like that's why I want to see. I know you're probably going to talk about it later, but that's why like I want to see him. I was doing a starting 11. That's why I want to see. I think we got enough depth to play a good team against Brighton. That
Let's
being
get on
said,
to that, man. Let's get on to
that
that.
being said, I do
That's
want
a
to
good
see a lot
point.
of rotation because boy, like we need to. We got games every 3 days. We need to protect these players, man.
Let's get on to that, man, because it's a perfect avenue into that. Like, obviously, you just touched on it there. Like, before I ask you about the 11 and rotation and stuff, if you're Arteta, how are you approaching this game? Like, are you going strong? Are you rotating?
We're
Like, what was
strong.
your starting 11 if you did do a kind of preview? Where's your headspace with that?
That's the thing. I'm gonna say something. People are gonna say, "Oh, friend sitting." Go strong because rotation. Our rotated option is. I looked at a rotated team today, and that's still a strong team.
What
I
was your
think
11?
so. My 11 was I would start Kepa, Ben White right back, Mosquera and Hincapié centre backs, Lewis Skelly left back, Norgard, DM, Eze and Waneri midfield, Dalman on the right, Marina
You
up
start
top.
Diamond, yeah?
Yeah, I'd start him, man. Marina up
You wouldn't
top
start
and
Saka?
no.
Why not?
Actually, you know what? Probably, you know what?
Because I went with this. Like,
Saka actually
granted, this
he needs more games.
done. Because I went with this. Bearing in mind, yeah, even if we fully
Let me
rotate
see.
the side, like a lot of our boys on the bench are gonna play. Probably, the Sakas, the Rices, and that.
I
But
wouldn't start Rice, man. I honestly wouldn't
you
start
wouldn't
him.
Rice.
Nah, man. I
Would you
wouldn't
start
start.
Zubimendi?
I wouldn't start any of them. Because we're
What,
playing Brighton,
not even
man.
for a little 45 an hour? This is
Nah. You
Brighton,
know why? This is more a tactical thing.
Go on.
Because so you'd start Gabriel, raw.
Only because, yeah, let me finish, yeah, because obviously I did a stream earlier and like me and the chat, big up the chat that's here now, by the way, we was talking about stuff and we was kind of like talking about the 11s and typing different things in, but someone made a great point to me because for me initially I had Hincapié centre half and Miles Lewis Skelly, but someone was like to me, all right, cool, you're going to make a lot of changes, and as much as that back five or the one you said looks good on paper and would be a lot of people's first teams, it is Brighton. These guys do need minutes. Our first team is still trying to build relationships, let alone these lot. So you will see an element of it being disjointed, as good as it looks on paper. And when you've made these changes, yeah, you take Gabriel Magalhaes out, you slightly lose that leadership, no, and it is
Take
a
the
cup
lead,
game.
man.
Like it
Yeah.
is a cup game. Like we want to go through.
And Brighton have knocked us out. Brighton have actually knocked us out of the League Cup. The last time they came to our ground, they knocked us out. So you know what? We actually, yeah, you know what?
I'm on them. I can't lie.
It's true. It's true. Nah, and we
It's a
actually need
doggy
the
team
bench.
as well.
This team is 30. I think, yeah, definitely. Gabriel is the leader. He's got to start. I think start him and rest Saliba. I'm with you there. And plus Hincapié, fair enough. He's got the reputation. But at the end of the day, this is a guy. This is a guy that has not played a single minute for us this season.
That's
And
why
you're
I think,
playing
to be
against
fair, he
Danny
might not
Welbeck,
start.
that wily old fox. So, boy,
You think we could see Lewis Kelly in midfield?
I would love to see Skelly
Or
in
am I
midfield.
dreaming?
Will it happen? I don't think so. I think he'll start left back.
So do you think Hincapié will start? You don't?
I think Hincapié will start. It's just a matter of where he'll start.
If you had to guess, like, who's more likely to start, Gabriel Magalhaes or Miles Lewis Skelly?
I think Miles Lewis Skelly's more likely to start.
I'm trying to like build your 11, go through like your 11, and obviously chat, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to Tosin's own YouTube channels in the title. Don't be lazy, folks. But yeah, that was your back five, right? To start the game, Kepa as well.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Kepa starting? I know it's a bit of a non-story, but I try, like, there's a couple players that I think we kind of forget, and it's a big opportunity for Kepa, no? And if it goes to penalties, he's got a decent record.
Yeah, it is a big opportunity. I think, look, he's a Premier League proven keeper, isn't it? We got him for 5 million. He had a good season with Bournemouth, in a good Bournemouth team last season. Obviously a Chelsea reject, but at the same time, he's played for Real Madrid, he's played for Chelsea, he's played for He's played for Bournemouth. Look, he's a good bench option in it. Like if Raya started, I wouldn't be mad at that either because he doesn't really have much to do game by game. But still,
He might actually have to face some shots today. Got
yeah,
Wells in
yeah,
it.
yeah. So and Kepa's a good shot stopper. So yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. I'm interested to see how Arteta shapes up in it. But I would definitely start Diamond though. Sorry, no, I definitely start Saka over Diamond if I think about it now. It gives Saka an opportunity to I think he needs him and Eze specifically, they need to find their feet offensively, if that makes sense. And sometimes that's just what you need. You just need a lot of rhythm, playing. I know we want to wrap him in cotton wool, but like, look, he needs to get sharp. He needs to get that taste back, if that makes sense. And why not have an opportunity to be a crucial player in a League Cup game where
and get some numbers, man. If this was the Champions League, to be fair, we'd be screaming, play these guys. Unpopular opinion, I'd rather rotate against Slavia Prague just off the bat. But you are right, man.
It's true. It's actually true. Look at what happened in Europe. It's actually true. I'm not gonna. You're absolutely right. Like Liverpool whacking Frankfurt 5-1 away, City beating Villarreal away, but they can't even beat Villa and Brent. The Premier League is really English teams, man. It's like it's very. It's a tough league, and especially when you play Premier League opposition in cups, you can't really afford to be like, it's fine, it's chill, because those teams now they used to also rest players as well and basically throw the towel in, but they're not doing that anymore. You got Newcastle winning the Carabao Cup, you got Crystal Palace winning the FA Cup. They're probably going to go for it. They're going to play a very strong team. So, boy, if this was the Premier League and it was a strong Brighton, I would not be asking for a rotated team. So you make a good point.
I want to ask, before we carry on with like the 11 and all the questions and all of that, yeah, like, how do you look at the League Cup beyond the obvious? Because, you know, you're a smart man. Clearly, you know, the Prem and the champs, you know, they're the ones we all wanted to be footballers and we all dreamed of winning, and we all hope Arsenal go and win, right? So I know they're of priority. FA Cup, that's our trophies with United, so we always want that. But specific to the League Cup, where do you stand? Because obviously it's a trophy. Who doesn't want to win trophies? But where do you look at it? Because some people are on like bigger fish to fry, I guess.
No, forget that bigger fish to fry stuff. Win it. Win it, man. Win everything you're in. You got the squad, win it. I've never been on that bigger fish.
In February as well could be a boost.
Yeah, I've never been on that. Like, how can that ever be a negative, winning a trophy? How can that be a negative? How can that experience of the team actually getting to a point where the knockout teams reach a final, play at Wembley, a nice day out in Wembley, and that you actually win, you lift a cup as a nice how can, and that galvanizes your season? How can that not be a boost?
And I'm sure there's a lot of empty cabinets right now where, as good as these players are in their houses, and that we need to stock that up, man. Because you mentioned Kepa, I'm sure the Madrid boys probably got houses for their silverware. So we ain't got no divine right to throw it. If I look at it as well, the squad players, like the more comps we stay in, the more opportunities there are for you lot to play, because we all know the politics that go on with needing to win on the weekend in the Premier League, week in, week out, and the managers will always kind of play stronger sides. So more trophies you stay in. I wanted to ask you as well, because obviously Brighton, you think of them, Welbeck's in form, they got good attackers. On paper, got no issues around this back five that we've selected, yeah. But you know, ball at that kind of level. When you're looking at relationships on the football pitch, yeah, this back five ain't played together. Like, so communication and all these things come into play.
Exactly.
The centre halves, obviously, Mosquera and Hincapié, they both speak Spanish, but who's like the big bro to the little bro? Who's leading the back line? Who's the one saying push and that? Because that kind of goes back to Gabriel Magalhaes. Because that's where, if you're Brighton, you're trying to ask questions.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I actually didn't consider that. I think I'd start Gabriel. That's
the thing, but then
so
God forbid, but if Gabriel has to come off,
that means Hincapié and Mosquera will probably start on the bench. You have to start Gabriel if you think about it, because Saliba's had these little injury niggles here and there coming off. So yeah, I think you have to start Gabriel. He's the rule. I mean, Saliba's a leader, but like Gabriel's the real leader of this back line.
He's the big bro at the back. Literally, he's older than Hincapié, even though Hincapié don't even look 23. It's mad what we've got in that player to come.
Yeah.
No, Arteta's been bigging him up. And obviously, we know we like Mosquera. Are you looking at White? Because to be fair, you know, the manager's still in midweek. He bigged him up. We're all still bigging him up. We all comprehend that, you know, if he's going to even be second choice, like he's a good squad player and he's not fully fit and whatnot. But his last start, forgive me if I'm wrong, in the Champions League, we know you're not fit, but he looked out of sorts, man. Are you looking at White? Because like Gyökeres potentially and Trossard, if they all play, playing his former club.
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that needs a run of games, man. I mean, like any player. I remember the 23-24 season. Obviously, White had a phenomenal 22-23 season. He was one of our best players. I thought the first half of that season, he looked leggy. He didn't look great. We went to Dubai. After that, bro, the guy looked like he had a phenomenal 2024.
New lick of paint.
Like he looked incredible. So Ben White for me he's a dangerous player for Arsenal. Really, really, I like him defensively. I think he can do a bit better on his 1v1 defending. I think
100%.
I think he lets guys. I think he backs off guys too much and he lets them come in and whatnot. But as an overall player, I think Ben White I think he's a really good player. I think it's just unlucky that Timber's playing the way he's playing. I think Timber is just a notch higher than Ben White.
He's just better than him, unfortunately.
Yeah, that doesn't take away from what Ben White gives you, because Ben White gives you what no other fullback, for me, offensively at Arsenal gives you.
Ben White? Wait, hang on, Tosin.
Yeah. Ben White. So his precision in the final third. Watch his crossing.
No, pick him up. But you said something like, did you say they're like the best in our team at that or in the defense?
He gives us something in the final third. He's the best. He's the best fullback in terms of giving us something in the final third, which I don't think the likes of Lewis Skelly and Timber do. Crossing wise, Lewis Skelly, Fred, and
because he crosses. I'll give him that. He's the best crosser.
I'm talking about the overall package, the underlap, the overlap. White is amazing at doing.
Bro, that man can do that. Timber and
not as good as White. Not as good as White.
Overlap. Timber. Overlap. I guarantee if they asked Timber to just overlap like White, he could do that. He's athletic.
I don't see Timber do that anywhere near
the crossing thing. I give you. I think he's a better crosser than.
I think Timber's a better dribbler, but I think Ben White's his passing and his crossing is very underrated as a fullback. His crossing is really good.
Yeah, no. I agree with that. I'm just looking under the premise of comparing our own players, and they're all bloody good. But yeah, White's not better in this little space than Timber.
I'm talking his decision making when he gets the byline, bro. White's decision making is really good, man.
Or Timber here, like these areas, like Timber here, like Palace at the weekend, or Timber here.
Yeah, so Timber's improving in that, but you see, sometimes when he gets there, he's still a bit indecisive because he's a good dribbler. He'll dribble his way past three man, get there, and then okay, cool. Maybe dilly-dally a bit, maybe be afraid to take the shot. Like White, man, boy, Ben White at his best is a very, very good player.
No, Ben White. So this is what I've been saying on YouTube. Like, I know football fans are quite fickle, and I'm not suggesting anyone is here, but it's okay for Timber to be better than White. White is a first choice starting quality fullback at prior to being here. A team's always going to try and sign better in it. Timber's just a notch above. That doesn't mean he can't rescue his squad back. And we want to have that conversation about who starts, or maybe do you even go Timber left back and bring White in? And I also think, I know I don't know White from nowhere, but I consider Arsenal a family. Like, this is a man that is well known. He's put his body on the line. He's known to rightly or wrongly lie about injuries just so he can play for our football club. You can't question a man's commitment. And to be honest with you, I'm not pointing any fingers. There must be an element of, obviously, he's decided to play, but we have kind of ran him into the ground. Like we haven't always had this depth, and we've had players to kind of need to play for a minute. So I'm not giving up on White. I do think that Timber and Saka relationship looks good. You made a point, and before I ask you about Wanyeri, I kind of want to jump back into it, bro. You mentioned the attackers. You mentioned Eze and Saka, like with finding their feet in the attacking third. I'd assume what you meant by that also would be, you get goals, it's infectious, it all counts at the end of the season. How important actually is that for Saka in particular and Eze?
Yeah, I think it's massive, because if you a guy like Eze and guys like Saka, I think one of the criticisms that's been made of Eze is, he's looked a bit average and whatnot. And in some games he has, right? But at the end of the day, it's a step up, bro. You're leaving Crystal Palace, where you're the main man. You're coming to Arsenal. I don't care how good you've been for Palace. It's going to be different. It's different. What you do off the ball is different. How you train is different. The relationships you build with players is different. So I think on the Eze front, one of the things that I think he needs to happen is that Eze just gets a regular run of games. Especially in this period where Ødegaard is injured, a regular run of games in that position. It's okay if he kind of fades out a bit, but just a regular run of
Get up
games.
to
Let me
speed
just
with
see.
everything
Let's
demanded
get
of
up
you
to
in that
speed,
role,
man.
man.
Because he still kind of looks to me, he's a great player. He's got moments of magic and flashes of brilliance, but he still kind of looks to me that he's trying to figure out exactly.
Still finding his way type of thing.
Yeah, and with Saka's just a class player. He just needs loads of games. He needs
He knows he's him now.
Yeah, he's missed a lot of football. He just needs to get back into that rhythm. He looked good against Fulham. He had decent moments against Newcastle. Obviously, against Palace, he wasn't great. Against Atletico, he was decent. So,
Just
and
numbers
obviously,
and back to business for Saka, innit?
yeah, his final third efficiency that never changes. So, I just want to see him play more. Just continue that. Get some confidence going. Get some goals. Get some assists. You know, skin it, tear a fullback to shred. Show people what you're about.
Get your confidence, man. Remind them who you are, not that they can forget.
Yeah.
So then now, go on.
Go on, bro. No, that was my thoughts on both of them.
No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No, I'm done. That was my thoughts on them. That was it.
So then how do you look at potentially Gyökeres starting? Because Marino scored against his own club. All these men scored against their own club. You're not tempted to start Gyökeres today?
Nah.
He loves scoring at the Emirates when he does score. 2 goals, little 45 minutes.
He does, but I think he needs a rest, man. I think he needs a rest, to be honest. I think Gyökeres is like he's like a lesser version of Haaland in his first season, isn't it? Obviously, Haaland, much better player, younger, scored more goals. But I mean, like, he needs to figure out how to play against Premier League defenders. And I think that's something he's learning from time to time. But yeah, I just want to see him. I think he just give him a rest. Let Marino play. Let him get some goals. I think there's no harm in that. And if you want to bring him on, great, you can bring him on. But I don't think start him. I think just rest him.
Nwaneri then, because it feels like you're not going to get too many chances at the moment, central mid, whether it's because of Odegaard being injured or even Eze. We could actually circle back on that, potentially playing out wide. You've got an opportunity to play in your role, in which we're told in all them articles by the Athletic credible sources that there's a demand to play my man centrally a lot more. And I think indirectly Arteta said that in his thing as well.
Hudalman or Nwaneri?
Nwaneri.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, I saw that. Well, playing him centrally. Yeah, so I'd like to see him start centrally today, him and Eze. I think that can work.
So are you starting Rice or Norgard? So I can keep doing your 11.
Norgard. I put Rice on the bench.
All right, cool. So,
and this is not even like a rotation thing. This is more something I want to see anyway. And that if you're gonna start Rice, then if Rice really has to play, then you put Norgard on the bench. But if we're being honest, I know, yes, we're not in a position to rest anyone, but these are the types of moments you bought Norgard for. He's Premier League proven. He's a former captain of Brentford. This is an experienced player. This is a mature player to be there as well, to kind of from a leadership standpoint. So if we're going to play one DM, you know what Brighton are going to do. They're going to come here. They're going to try and sit in and try and hit you on the counter. Why not bring in Eze and Nwaneri? People who can play fast feet, quick interchanges, moments of magic to unlock stubborn blocks.
Facts.
So that's what I was thinking anyway.
As you're saying it, you're actually painting the picture as well to me. Like I'm seeing it visually.
Yeah, man.
So.
Nwaneri quickens our football, man. Like every time he comes on, the tempo increases.
He's almost like the forgotten man sometimes, I feel. Not forgotten, and we know we need the whole squad and everyone will get chances. So I'm not even trying to do all of that. But, I'm always hyping down I'm always hyping Nwaneri, but I'm always hyping down when we love Saka. There's plenty of talking points about Gyökeres and what Arsenal are doing individually and collectively. But it's like Nwaneri's on the shelf. Like, take him off, innit? Like, I want him pushed into the limelight now kind of thing as well, man. But I'm not on the training ground.
Yeah. It's weird, man. And this is one of my criticisms of Arteta. I think there's moments where he can be this is a great comment, by the way. It's true. You're asking me the team I would play. I never said Arteta's going to play this team. If you ask me what team is Arteta going to play, that's a completely different starting 11 to what I think should play, right? So just caveat. Yeah, it's one of them ones where Arteta could be braver, to be honest, with Ethan. There's moments I've watched us and I see the way we're playing, and you just think, man, like Ethan, this game needs an Ethan. It needs an Ethan, but he just doesn't do it. For
So what
me,
do you think Ethan's missing then? Like, if I play devil's advocate, Arteta, bearing in mind he's the one on the training ground, like, because clearly, you know, there's something missing, not even in a bad way. Like, I'm pretty sure I think it's tactically. I think the double
I
whammy for
think it's
Ranieri.
tactically. I think he wants to see a bit
Yeah.
more from Ranieri out of possession off the ball, which we kind of saw. What game was it he came on? Atletico? It was Atletico. Saw him putting himself about, goal line clearance, snapping at tackles, all these sorts of things. I get that, but at the same time, this guy's quality. I don't want to lose that. I don't want to stifle that. We need that quality in the team. And this is why I'm thinking Arteta, for all the good he's done, I think there's still levels we can get to if you just allow certain players to do what they need to. I think this team is very structured enough for us to accommodate or allow a guy like Ethan to just say, bro, go play. Play. Do your thing.
Get in between the lines, man. Get the shots off when you can.
Bro,
And the
play.
rest of them.
Yeah, bro, play. Don't worry, we got this covered out of possession. We're fine. You go play. So I think that's where I want to see us get to. We go there in moments, but not fully. You know, we did that against Newcastle when we kind of had to throw the kitchen sink at them. You know, so we did that in spells against Nottingham Forest. We did that in spells against Atletico. I want to see that a bit more, if that makes sense.
Facts. And Ranieri, just take your chances. I know I've got Eze times two here, only because I wanted to ask you who's going left wing.
Martinelli.
Martinelli's out.
Is he out?
Yeah, Martinelli press conference. He said Martinelli's at. This comes too soon for Martinelli. Bearing in mind, we know Arteta likes to play a bit of a game. Sometimes he makes you believe players that are not available are going to be there, and vice versa. So I'm taking his words for gospel, but he said it's come too soon for Martinelli. I'm sure he said that around Saliba. He was upbeat about Rice. He was upbeat about Calafiori. There's someone else. Saka was ill, but he said he can run him. There might have been another one, but yeah, man. This is what I asked you at the start. Like the injuries, I'm not shook, but it's starting to count, and it's all fun and games telling me this one's coming back, that one's coming back in November. I mean, we got the depth, so yeah, but I'm getting a bit, especially in the attacking ranks.
But this can only mean now play Ethan.
Play Ethan. I know he's 15, man. But the Dowmans of this world.
Yeah, man. Play him. Play him. Do what saved your job.
It's
That's
true.
What saved his job.
It's true. The Smith Rolls, the Sackers, all of that.
Yeah, man. Play him. Play these guys, man.
I feel like that was just the other day. We've actually, I know we ain't won trophies, but we've come a long way.
That changes everything, man. Thank. Because I don't want to see Trossard starting.
Then who plays left wing for you, bro?
Oh man. Okay, I'd put Eze there, and I put Ranieri as the 10, and Norgard and Rice in midfield.
Yeah, we're gonna have. You know what? Reality is, we're probably gonna see this. We're gonna have to do this. And the guys on the bench that, you know, in an ideal world, you and I, you know, probably would give the night off if all things happen. Probably gonna have to get some minutes. I was speaking about this with my subscribers earlier. What was the lineup I did? I know these guys are injured at the moment, but I think I put. Forgive me. I'm sure I put Havertz, Jesus.
Nani.
I think I went. I'm purely just focused on the front four. I went Madueke. I might have had Marino in the 10, but we'll say Ranieri. This is the annoying thing about the injuries, because give or take these names here and the others that aren't involved, this is the kind of lineup that obviously you want to go through in the cup, but you get to see like what your B team or whatever could look like in some sort of world. Yeah. It's jarring, man.
Yeah, it's annoying. That's annoying.
It is what it is, man. Before I forget as well, I wanted to ask you, like, I'm probably going to ask you this every week now, you know, when you're on the show. Like, is it too early to dream? I know it's October, bordering on November, but, you know, I've seen some Arsenal fans say it's done. You know, the ops are saying, oh, you know, it's you lots to lose. They weren't saying that 2-3 weeks ago. But for you, like, what are we saying, man?
No, it's not too early to dream, man. Why not? You'd be a fool if you didn't dream. Like, that's just a life thing. If you don't see it before you see it, you'll never see it, if that makes sense. If you don't see it before you actually feel like, I think we're as fans we've been too used to Arsenal's disappointments for years, man. So it's almost like there's a fear to want to dream. There's a fear to want to believe, but why not believe, man? If anything, sorry guys, like I actually thought about this. I 100% believe. I believe we're gonna do it, not just purely because I think the team is in a good place. We have to. This team has to. There's no. I'm sorry. I'm not doing this whole fake, humble. Oh yeah, it's true. It's only 9 games in. That's true. It's so we've only played 12 games. It's the league's not won. We've gone 21 years without a league title. But boy, with this team, they must. So because they must, I believe. I'm throwing all my chips in the I believe. And I don't think saying you believe means you're cocky or you're arrogant or you're getting ahead of yourself. No.
It feels like something different in the air.
One game at a time, yeah, but like I believe the team.
It's the maturity thing for me, bro. Where I think they might do this, you know. Sometimes there's that. Sometimes you watch a team, yeah. Like you watch a team. Like I'm not because people are gonna be dumb. I'm not gonna name all of the teams that have done things through history. Obviously, when the season's done, you look back and you watch DVDs and YouTube and see what they did. They did in hindsight, in it. But in the moment that these things are happening, I think you get a smell for things, and it feels like there's something happening for us. Like we've been burnt, and I'm again feet on the ground, game at a time. But it feels like it's our time now, man.
Yeah, I think so.
Just don't mess about, boys.
I think so. Just do what you need to do. We've got the players, we've got the team. I believe this is the season, man. I genuinely do.
Is it too early to dream about not just the Prem, but a other trophy starting tonight? Actually, fingers everything crossed.
Yeah, no, it's not, man. We can win it, man. Bro, like look at there's no bro. We can win the lot. We actually can. We can. Like, so Crystal Palace won the FA Cup last season. Newcastle won the Carabao Cup last season. Despite all of our crazy injuries, we were 1 game away from getting through to the Champions League final. So it's not far-fetched to think that this team
broke my heart hearing you just say that, man.
Yeah, man.
1 game away from a Champions League final.
Yeah.
That's the trophy I want. Like, if you could give me the Prem or the champs now, regardless of what I've seen us do in the Prem and all the talking points, and the champs now, regardless how all the other things pan out, my friend, I'm shaking your hand for that champs. We've done it.
Yeah. Like, I think we can do it, man. I think people are afraid to get clipped. People are, even if you get pulled up on, okay, cool. Like that's no way for me. That's no way to live life.
There's nothing wrong with supporting your team,
bro. Like I think we're gonna. I backed us last season and I was disappointed, right? And that was borderline a bit delusional because we had a lot of injuries and we didn't have the squad depth. This season, funnily enough, I didn't back us. We have more squad depth and we started off the season way better. So, boy, I think we're gonna do it.
Last thing before I let you get out of it, I know you're pressed for time, yeah. Score predictions then.
I saw a comment. Someone said, "Isn't Tosin Arteta out?" What's that?
Jay, man, this guy's always doing.
Yeah, I am, bro.
Responsive, you are responsive.
You can't believe we'll win and want rid of the managers. Contradiction. So, if you've listened to what I've said, bro, I said as it stands now, I've withdrawn my trust that Arteta's the guy. So he's got to win something this season to prove to me that he's not just someone who can get us from where we were to where we are now, but he's someone that can get us to from where we were to where we are now, and from where we are now to winning something.
Over the line.
I just want to see him be someone who can get over the line. So, boy, I'm not. The club is bigger than Arteta. He's a good manager. He's a good coach. He's got us to a good place, but
the
club is bigger than him. It's bigger than him. The club was here before Arteta. The club will be here after Arteta. He's not the only guy that can get Arsenal over the line. And if he can't get over the line, there's no justification why he should still be in his job. So, sorry, what was his name? Jay. Sorry, bro.
Jay. Yeah.
That's just the truth, man.
Boy, Jay, man. Come on, man. A man said, no, it don't work like that. You can't not trust until he proves himself. That's a fair weather fan. That's gaslighting. I'm not gonna lie, that's gaslighting.
Yeah. How's that a fair weather fan? Still. Yeah, bro. I've trusted the guy ever since he's been here, but I've just not liked the decisions he's made the past 2. I've just not liked. I could overlook the 2020, 22, 23 season. Okay, cool. It's his first title run. Okay, cool. 23, 24 season. Team is bopping teams left, right, and center. And then he just decides to change what's been working against Villa. Costs us. So sorry if I'm at a position where I've seen a guy who's had the opportunity to do something, have everything there ready for you, and you just keep putting the team in issues because of your own trying to be smarter than everyone else. So if he learns these lessons and he grows, boom, cool. Let's see.
Let's hope he has.
Let's see if he learned his lesson. Because boy, when I saw that Liverpool team, I was like, this guy, man. When I saw Man City, it looked like Newcastle. He learned his lesson. Let's see what happens.
And that's why I think this is another reason, and I need to stop smiling and act like we've actually won something. Why I think the stars are aligning, because it does feel like he's learned his lesson. There's many twists to come and hurdles and setbacks. That's the true test of if we'll win titles and that. Like when them L's come or them shaky results happen or the first kind of thing happens, how do we react to that? Because as much as we're giddy, we're happy with all these things, this is not how life, let alone football, works. It's not just going to be this until May. So how we react to that says it all in it. I personally think this title race is going down to the wire, if I'm honest with you. I still don't think Liverpool are out of it. Yes, you could say the 4 or 5 L's that they have, it's making it difficult, but I don't think they're out. Don't think City's out. We're not out of it. Just have to keep going, man. Just not get excited. When other teams are in poor form and we're winning games, just keep doing that. When we have those stumbles, just make sure you don't fall too much in it. So it is where it is. But yeah, finally, man, like predictions in terms of a scoreline for Arsenal Brighton. What are you going with? I've gone 2-1 Arsenal. Some even went with penalties.
Nah, I don't think it'll go to penalties. I'm going to go... I would love a clean sheet, but I'll go 3-1 Arsenal. I'll go 3-1 Arsenal. Man? Purely because Brighton defense ain't great. I know they're going to turn into superheroes when they come to
what I'm saying.
And I want revenge for some of the nonsense that happened last season as well. Like,
I want revenge. Brighton's always a team now that I always want to beat. I can't lie. I ain't got no problem with you lot, but I always want to beat you lot. Because you lot, fact. I don't know, man. It feels like, do you know what? It actually feels like since in Wenger's time, it's like teams apart from our obvious rivals, they just used to leave us alone. Not that I want anyone's admiration or anything. It's like they would always talk up our thing. It's like since Arteta's come in, it's one thing, the traditional rivals, but like the Newcastles, the Brightons, like these kind of teams, they're on us for some weird reason. So I don't like losing to them. I hear your 3-1 shout, and I'd prefer that because I'd hope that mean, in a weird way, our front 3 score. I'm going 2-1, man. I just think we'll play a bit disjointed and get the job done.
We are a bit disjointed, but Brighton are terrible defensively, man. Like they're really bad. Obviously, I'm expecting them to be superheroes all of a sudden, but they were really like some of the stuff the way they give away the ball in their defensive third is against a team like Arsenal. What I saw them do against United, if they do that against us, we're gonna score a ton of goals.
How much of it beyond the obvious as well? Last question. Like in terms of just momentum, how big is it to win today as well?
It's massive, man. It's huge. Like winning creates a vibe. Winning creates a culture, man. It's huge. I think I've never been in that whole like bigger fish. I hate that statement. It's just
play what's in front of you, man.
Yeah, it's just stupid. It makes no sense. Like, how can you advocate if a team's on a winning run? Let's cool down that momentum. Momentum is huge. So I think we just need to keep building that. And then the wins will just become second nature. Let this be one of them.
Facts. Tosin, it's always been a pleasure, man. Main thing is we hope Arsenal get the 3 points, keep the good times coming. Hopefully. Let me know your let them know where
Is it on Sky Sports? It's probably
has to be on Sky Sports. This has to be televised.
There's no way always on Sky Sports.
It's got to be like we've earned that right as the most talked about team as on Sky Sports. Actually, matter of fact, everyone else we're definitely going to be on TV.
It's more. Are they going to show it though? Because I know Spurs are 100%.
Yeah, like someone said, they're 100% showing that. Okay, Arsenal, cool. Brighton not on TV. They're showing that, man. They were never missing out on them viewership numbers.
I'll probably try a thing like, Newcastle against Spurs or something. I don't know.
Yo, you know what? Yeah, don't ruin my day because I don't want to watch this on no dodgy stream. It better have red button
Yeah,
at
I'm
the
trying to
very
go to the
minimum,
pub
man.
to watch it. That's what I was asking. Yeah.
I hear it, man. Let people know your YouTube channel.
All right, guys. So you can find me at AFC Tosin. So it's very simple. AFC TOSIN. Very, very simple. Show me some love. Help me get to 10K by the end of the year. That'd be great.
Come on, man, people. Go and subscribe. I know he said his username there. It's in the title. Let's hope by the next time we talk, T, more victories in it. It's all good
man.
over these sides,
Yeah,
man.
man. Yeah.
But yeah, man. Bless up
Cheers,
you
bro.
lot in the chat
Thanks
as
for having
well.
me on.
Go on, man.
I said thanks for having me on. Thank you.
Nah, man, it's a pleasure, my boy. Big up the chat. Big up everyone. We're going to let T go down to the pub. Come on, you Gunners, man. One
Take
love,
care,
my guy.
guys. See ya.
In a bit.
Always